having a little bit of a internet problem. So welcome, Dr. Saroj. Lovely to have you from Goa, sunny Goa, and I hope it's sunny today. and
Yes. Very nice weather here.
yes, and we are having the Goa Book Fair next in a week's time actually. So hope
Yes.
might connect, or otherwise we'll make sure that the books are around there so you see it. Yeah. So please let's have.
Yeah, sure. That will be good.
Yeah, let's listen to you and your journey and your author journey and your story brief about what you've written. And so let's just go for it.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. The Stories of Courage. I have been, like, I think most authors, they have, innate feeling for writing since childhood. So I have been writing off and on a little bit of poems or reflections on myself. But the real foundation to write a book came after I joined IAA. And that was, and just before I joined IAA, I had passed through a phase of depression, and being from the medical field, I felt that I needed to share this knowledge with more people. So after that phase, I read the Bhagavad Gita and I found, how Arjuna is in depression when the Bhagavad Gita starts. So that is the way was what was my state when I was in that state, and I joined Art of Living, and I happened to overcome that stage. So I felt a lot of connection between my story and Bhagavad Gita. So after I joined IA, I tried to put it somewhere, and my book, The Arjuna in Me, came out. It went to be a bestseller. When I launched the book, Sanjay ji, I don't know whether you remember, I put it in the group, and you were the first one to say, Dr. Saroj, this is a nice cover. It is a nice title also. You are going to become a bestseller. Those words really touched me. I'm like, okay, someone at least noticed it and it become a bestseller. Thank you so much.
But this is one of the Saroj. This is one of the first things that Shweta taught us, at least me, I remember, is that your cover makes your book the first time that somebody picks it up is because they look. And I loved your cover. I remember you posted in the group. And if you notice, you look at our covers. There, one is fire, one is this.
Yeah.
It's so bold that somebody will have to pick it up. And I remember your Arjuna story. Yes, of course I remember the comment. And I'm glad it became a number bestseller. Go on, please.
Yeah. So that was the end of 2024. 1 year later, now I have at least around 6 to 8 anthologies to my name. And I have also come out with my second book, The 1 Second Shift Emotional Resilience. That has an extra workbook, so you can say my books are 3 and another few anthologies. But when I read your first book, The Stories of Courage, I could not read the story without tearing up. It was so emotional. I really wanted to be in this book. So it was one of my, you can say, mission to be in this book. Like, I wrote for this book to write too much about my story, but I wanted to share something which resonates with everyone on a day-to-day basis, especially with women who want to be independent but are stopped by their own mental restrictions. So my story is achieving not something very big, but something which is substantial, which is needed, which is required for every woman at this stage, at this in life. So that is how my story came up, and I'm very grateful for you for having me there in the book. And to all the viewers here, please do read this anthology, because the two volumes that I have read till now, and the third one I've already started reading. The stories are really powerful and will inspire you at some level in life. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much, Dr. Saroj, and congratulations on your journey. Such a privilege to have you as part of the book and all the other authors. I want to tell you, and I don't know if you, I'm sure all of you have probably read. If you read the introduction of my first book, and it starts, of course, if you notice every book, one dedication is to Shweta, because it's very clear that she has directed my path towards books. It's not that I didn't know how to write or you all didn't know how to write, but I think the guidance that she gave, and I'm happy to tell you, my first book today is on the verge of becoming a movie, and it's I've already done another
Great.
documentary. So a lot of these things. I spoke in across 10 universities last summer. I've spoken in the United States Congress, and you go from stage and you don't realize. But I realized one thing, that which I said in the start, is that you get a platform, and this platform is your voice. And I felt that I would be selfish if I did not share my voice with so many others who were first time authors, or who were authors who could not tell their story on their own. You see, you've taken the step, Meena, Mridu, so many of you have taken the step to write your story, which would have been difficult for you to put on your own book, maybe, or in your own words. I have helped you get there, but imagine the amount of people it's reaching. I mentioned it's in all the airport libraries. I donate them. I send them to schools, colleges, and national libraries across India. This is not about money. This is about sharing your words of courage with other people, young and old, who need the courage to go to a next level. So thank you so much for bearing your soul. Thank you so much for being a part of this book, and I look forward to having you in more of my anthologies in the future. Thank you so much, Doctor.
You.
Okay. So with that, we will now go to